Have you ever fed a toddler and afterwards you needed to wash their face and hands and there's all that squirming and resistance? Hey there, Daniel Hartman, Community Machinery, Sackville, New Brunswick. Today, virtue of the day is cleanliness. Now, it's an interesting thing thinking about our first introduction to cleanliness and what it really meant as far as thinking back to being kids and having sticky hands, and then if we left our sticky hands, next thing we're gonna have dust stuck to the sticky hands, and next thing we're gonna be all black. Nothing is gonna be fun at that point. We're just gonna feel gross. So thinking about that feeling, it's also great to really recognize how cleanliness shows up on so many different levels. I mean, anything from our personal appearance, how our clothes fit. Well, it's also part of the virtue of beauty. There's also this part of when we're really well put together, or if we've got a really great design where there's not all kinds of weird corners to sweep out, where something's really easy to clean, it just becomes that much more fluid. Or if we're just used to washing a couple dishes at a time and not having a whole sink stack up where we get overwhelmed. And even just being gentle with those toddlers, with those babies, and having a little song or a little distraction, and really just being there instead of fighting it, just being in the flow of life, which is a really great thing to think about when we're talking about cleanliness, as far as how many of us have odds and ends lying around our properties where, I mean, it's not even necessarily tree branches or things like that, but a lot of times, an old project gets left around in the shop and gathers dust. And if we really think about it on the level of energy, it's like this stuck energy that lies around in all the corners, as far as if we have old things to give away, if they're scattered all over the house instead of in one location, so we see, oh, there's a trunk load of stuff now, I'm gonna take it and donate it and clean that stuff out. And springtime, it's interesting, someone's saying, spring cleaning is a recent phenomenon. I would challenge that in terms of there's a lot of things that pile up over the winter because there's not that same flexibility, and we're not always mentally uplifted in the same way. But when the flowers start coming to bloom, and there's that part of wanting to feel more attractive and get out there into the world, it really sets the stage for making an extra effort to make things clean, which makes things beautiful. And I'm excited about this spring in terms of having a few little projects, tying up some loose ends, clearing out some stuff that's no longer needed. I know there's some scrap steel that was put in the trailer over the winter, and there's spring cleanup stuff that's going on, and just clearing out all those old odds and ends that have stacked up. Now that we're more free and more mobile, not having to run out into a snowstorm to do anything. So on that note, all the best on your cleaning. Please comment below on what cleanliness means to you, and like and subscribe. You can hit that bell button for notifications when the next video comes out, but inevitably, because it's virtue of the day, the next one's tomorrow. Take care.